Double Take Sports Talk here with Daryl, me, Darren on the other side via Skype.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Today's twin debate will focus on the Los Angeles Clippers. Let's give you the breakdown of what's going on with the Clippers. The Clippers are currently 16-7 on the year, 7-4 at home, and 9-3 on the road. To put the icing on the cake on this whole subject, they have dropped two in a row. The complication is this. The Clippers had dropped games to the Warriors, which was last night, and the Indiana Pacers. The best in the West and one of the worst road records in the East. Whereas last year, they were 0-4, have not won one game playing the Warriors, and they split the season series last year against the Pacers. This year, they have not won against the Pacers nor the Warriors. Darren, is this the same Clipper team we're seeing this last year to this year?
Nope. It's a whole different team. This is a whole different team. And here's why I say that. They dropped two in a row. You go back to last year, 2014 to 2015 season. They did not drop two straight until November. They had started dropping, January. They started dropping two straight in January. And they had dropped two straight to the Brooklyn Nets and the Cleveland Cavaliers, both on the February 2nd and the 5th. They had dropped both of those games. Matter of fact, they dropped four. They had dropped four straight to the Brooklyn Nets, Cleveland Cavaliers, Toronto Raptors, and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Not only that, they swept the Pacers that year, whereas the Pacers swept the Clippers this year. This is not the same
They
thing.
split the season series last year.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. They split the season series last year. I just read it. They split the season series last year against the Pacers.
Because I'm looking here. Oh, this is 2014, 2015. We're talking about 2015, 2016?
2015, 2016, yes.
Okay, so I'm looking at 2014, 2015. Even if, let's look at it from another perspective. Although they split the season series last year with the Pacers swept them this year.
Mm-hmm.
They're not the same team. Did they have Paul Pierce this year, or did he already retire? Because
he's still. No, I think Paul Pierce is still playing. I think he played last year.
This is not the same Clippers team that we're looking at. Although they started strong this year, I think they only lost one game before they started dropping games. I believe it was. They had the best record in the West when it was really supposed to have been Golden State. This is not the same team we're looking at because now they just continuously dropping games against different teams.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. This is the same Clippers teams that we have seen last year to this year. And I say that because old habits die hard. If you can't win to a team that's the best in the West, and if you can't win games against the Pacers, now granted they have won huge games. They have won huge games this year to San Antonio. They did do that. They have won big games to who was the other team? I forgot who the other team was that quick. I think it was forget it. I don't even care.
Wait,
I was gonna look it up.
Hang on. No, I got it. You talking about from last year or this year?
No, from this year.
Oh,
this year they went to San Antonio, and there was another important team that they went to. And I can't remember who that is.
Was it Cleveland?
Yes, Cleveland. Cleveland. They went to them. Even though they did that, your obstacle course at this point of the season is the Golden State Warriors. Now, let's say, for instance, from last season, if the the Clippers, when they did make the playoffs, but they did get defeated by the Portland Trailblazers 4-2. Let's say, for instance, that the Clippers did actually move ahead, hit the Western Conference Finals, and played against the Golden State Warriors. Your obstacle course is right there. And if you're not winning season series against the Warriors, even though that the playoffs are a different aspect, the bigger question would be, how are you going to get over this obstacle course in the Western Conference Finals when you're playing the Warriors, the team that you have not won all season?
Yeah. I got the right schedule up now. Last year, they didn't win the Golden State. They didn't win the Golden State in October. I'm sorry, in November.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. They didn't play them in December. They didn't play them in January or February. They had to play.
They must have played them twice in March. They had to.
In March.
They played them 4 times, don't they?
Yes, they played them 4 times. Here it is. They lost at Golden State.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much the same score from last night. What was the final score last night?
It should have been 115-98.
That Golden State defeated them 114-98 last year.
Wow.
At Golden State. And they had lost their third game after being defeated by the Pelicans and the Grizzlies prior to then. And they had lost to San Antonio before they won to Houston. And that's where their losing streak continued with Memphis, New Orleans, and then Golden State. And then, okay, now I'm missing some because they did have to play them again. Yep, here it is. Lost again by 3 in February.
Mm-hmm.
I believe I named off 4 of them. Yeah, and then they lost to the Pacers in December. They lost to, Golden State November 4th, 108 to 112. Matter of fact, that was their first loss of the season against them at Golden State. To me, this is not the same team from last year. This is not the same team. They look like they're slacking more, although they started off strong. Mm-hmm. They can't keep that consistency. And although last year they barely kept that consistency, they started off too strong for them not to keep struggling like that. This is not the same team that we're looking at, because they still can't beat Golden State. They got swept by the Pacers when they beat them at least once. And they're going to continue
to struggle. They're going to continue to struggle. They're going to continue.
I don't know if they're going to continue to struggle. I think they're going to get their swag back. They're probably going to get their swag back. But for the most part, they didn't beat San Antonio either.
No, they didn't.
Did they not beat San Antonio this year either?
No, they beat them this year. No, they beat them this season.
Last year,
I think it's back in November.
Yeah, last year they didn't beat them. Not their first game they played against them.
See, that's just going to be. It's going to be tough for the Clippers if they want to truly get deeper to the playoffs.
Yeah, but I mean they're a playoff team. They're going to continue to be a playoff
team.
They
are. No,
they're not going to slack.
No.
They're not going to slack that bad to where they're not going to make the playoffs. They're going to make the playoffs. They're going to be maybe the 4th to the 5th seed again, like how they were last year. I think they was the 4th or 5th seed last year.
They was the 4th seed last year and got put out by Portland. 4 games to 2.
Yeah, because they was 53-29
mm-hmm.
last year.
Yep.
They were 53-29 last year, and they lost 4-2 to the Portland Trailblazers, like you said. But I believe they will get their swag back, but I just don't think they're gonna make it to the NBA Finals. That I will say.
I don't even think they're gonna get past the what they call semifinals. I don't think they're gonna get past that. They might. I think they barely pull one off.
I think they will. I think they'll make it to the conference finals, but they're not gonna make it to the NBA Finals.
I can't see the Clippers going that deep to the playoffs.
I can.
I mean, they have shown the ability during the season that they could go that deep to the conference finals, but then when it comes down to the second half of the season, down to March and April, it just seems like that they just lack the interest in the way that they perform, and I can't see that. And it looks like it's just going to be the same repeat from last year. Nothing against Doc Rivers or anything, but he has to really get their mentality back during the second half of the season. Not the first half, the second half.
And I believe
first half they got just fine. He got the ability to do it. He got the ability to do it, but the question is who's on his side? You know, who's going to be on his side to do that? But hey.
I mean, Doc Rivers lost his own control.
Yeah.
The night that he lost his, I think it was his second or third game. But
game, yeah. Of course, you know how that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, with that win, Golden State is officially now 10-1 on the road. War Warriors right there. That's good work. they're gonna struggle too on the road. But anyway,
yeah. They're gonna struggle in the long run. I think it's gonna be more the second half of the season, just like it was last year.
Absolutely.
Throwing it out there.
All right. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. That is a wrap for another discussion of Twins Debate. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up and comment below if you like. We always welcome thoughts, opinions, and other stuff. With Darren via Skype, I'm Daryl.
Yep.
Catch up with us on another Twins Debate. Until then,
Ciao.
ciao.